Have you ever pondered on the revolution Ford Motor Company brought to the automotive industry? An era of change, a shift in how we move. This is the legacy of Ford. An icon of American ingenuity, Ford didn't just make cars, it made them accessible. It transformed the automobile from a luxury item for the wealthy few to a necessity within reach of the average American, sparking a revolution in personal mobility. With Ford's rise came the birth of the modern auto industry. The company's innovations like the moving assembly line set the blueprint for mass production. Ford's influence extended beyond the production line. It reshaped our cities, our economies, and our very way of life. It was more than just a company. It was a catalyst for change, a force that drove the nation forward. As we turn back the pages of time, we invite you to join us on this journey. Let us delve into the birth and growth of this iconic company. Our journey begins in 1903, with the formation of Ford Motor Company. A tale forged in the crucible of determination and innovation, the story of Ford is as captivating as the man behind it, Henry Ford. In the dawn of the 20th century, the automobile was a luxury, a plaything for the rich. Henry Ford, a farmer's son from Michigan, had a different vision. He saw a future where the automobile was not a novelty, but a necessity, a tool of the common man. And so, with a dream in his heart and an unwavering resolve, he founded the Ford Motor Company on June 16, 1903, along with a group of investors. The first vehicle to roll off the assembly line, under the Ford banner, was the Model A. It was a simple machine, but it was a start. Henry Ford wasn't just building a car, he was building a legacy, a testament to American ingenuity and the power of dreams. Yet, the early years of Ford were not without their challenges. The company faced stiff competition, financial difficulties, and a skeptical public. There were times when the dream seemed on the brink of fading away, but Henry Ford was not a man to back down. He had a vision, and he believed in it with every fiber of his being. He tackled these obstacles head-on, steering his company through the tumultuous waters of the early automobile industry. He streamlined production, improved designs, and focused on making his cars affordable. His stubborn belief in his dream and his relentless pursuit of excellence turned the tide. The Ford Motor Company not only survived, it thrived. But the true turning point of Ford's story was still to come. The Model A was just the beginning, the first step in a long journey. It was a stepping stone, a foundation on which the empire of Ford was built. But it was not until the introduction of the Model T that Ford truly revolutionized the automotive industry. This humble vehicle, born of Henry Ford's vision, would change the face of transportation forever. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, a car that would change the world. This was no ordinary vehicle. The Model T, affectionately known as the Tin Lizzie, was designed with the average American in mind. It was sturdy, reliable, and most importantly, affordable. For the first time, the dream of owning a car wasn't just for the wealthy, it was a reality for the everyday man. The Model T quickly became a sensation. Its popularity surged, and with it, the demand. Ford knew he had to find a way to manufacture his cars faster and more efficiently. Enter the assembly line, a concept that would forever alter the course of manufacturing. In 1913, Ford implemented the first moving assembly line for the mass production of an entire automobile. This revolutionary technique reduced the time it took to build a car from 12.5 hours to just over 2.5 hours. Think about it. Cars that used to take more than half a day to build could now be assembled in the time it takes to watch a feature-length movie. This radical shift wasn't just about speed, though. The assembly line allowed Ford to decrease the cost of the Model T even further, making it even more accessible to the average American. By 1924, you could purchase a Model T for $260, a price equivalent to a year's wages at the time. But the assembly line's influence didn't stop at Ford. It rippled across the entire automotive industry, and even beyond. It became the blueprint for mass production, a method that's still used in factories around the world today. From cars to computers, the assembly line has played a crucial role in shaping the world as we know it. The assembly line not only transformed Ford, but the entire automotive industry. And it all started with one man's vision to make the automobile a staple of American life. Such is the legacy of Henry Ford and his Model T. Henry Ford, a man of vision, left an indelible mark on the automotive industry. His ingenuity and relentless pursuit of innovation turned the automobile from an elusive luxury into a household staple. forever changing the face of American transportation. Ford's most significant contribution perhaps was making cars affordable for the average American. Before Ford's arrival, automobiles were largely seen as a luxury item, reserved for society's elite. But Ford envisioned a world where every American family could afford a car. He made this dream a reality with the introduction of the Model T, a reliable, easy-to-drive vehicle that was priced within reach of the average worker. This marked a turning point in the history of the automobile, democratizing access to personal transportation and transforming the American landscape. But Ford's legacy extends beyond the realm of automobiles. His visionary approach to manufacturing, epitomized by the assembly line, revolutionized industry as we know it. Prior to Ford's innovation, manufacturing was a slow, labor-intensive process. The assembly line, however, introduced a new level of efficiency, allowing for mass production and significantly reducing the cost of goods. This manufacturing method quickly spread beyond the automotive industry, shaping the way products are made and businesses are run across the globe. Ford's commitment to his employees also set a new standard. He introduced a $5 workday, nearly doubling the typical wage of the time, in a bid to attract the best talent and improve the quality of life of his workers. This move, considered radical at the time, has since become the foundation of modern wage policies. Henry Ford's vision and innovations continue to shape the automotive industry even today. His spirit of innovation, commitment to affordability, and revolutionary manufacturing techniques live on, continuing to drive the industry forward. From every Model T that rolls off the assembly line, to every modern vehicle that carries his legacy, Henry Ford's influence is unmistakable. His vision of a world transformed by the automobile has become our reality, and his legacy continues to inspire and guide the industry he helped to create.